Girl, I'm about to do a car chat and talk about weight loss surgery. There makes no sense in me sitting here prolonging it because the conversation is inevitable. I believe that if you've seen a lot of plus size queens that are on any type of platform or just regular girls, for whatever reason, weight loss surgery is a topic of conversation. Health, all of that. It's one of the main things in the fat phobia debate. If you're having a debate about fat phobia, or if you're really talking to someone who's interested in a lifestyle change or changing their journey, right? Okay, so first and foremost, let me just say this. I am not a medical professional. My license is not in medicine. So all of this is just my opinion. I'm not giving anyone any advice. I'm not telling them what they should do when they're dealing with a medical procedure or any type of medical situation. I'm just talking about from my personal experience and my point of view and perspective as it relates to being, ooh girl, was that a little bit of lace? Girl, I think it was. I'm talking about my point of view, my perspective as it relates to the conversation of weight loss surgery. That brings me to today's car chat. So what I want to do today is I don't want to waste you guys' time. I want to get right in here, get on topic, because what I really want most of the time to be spent on is you, girl. I really want to hear from you, and I want to know your perspective and your opinion. If you have weight loss surgery, right, or if you've had weight loss surgery, I would like to hear from you. Please put it down below in the comments. I want this to always be a safe space. When you feel like, you know what, I have something to say and I want to be heard, this is the place that you come, even if it's an unpopular opinion, because 9 times out of 10, girl, my opinion is very unpopular. Okay, so if you've had weight loss surgery, if you're against weight loss surgery, if you've lost weight naturally, I want you to give your perspective and your point of view as to what you feel about it. Okay, us here at the Queendom, girl, we received a Dear Joy email in regards to weight loss surgery, and I'm gonna read this DM to you. I'm not reading it verbatim, but I am gonna read it. Dear Joy, I need some much needed support from you and the Queens. I've been in a facility for almost a month now. I'm trying to get my life back on track. She had reached out to me thanking me because she ended up going to the doctor, had not been feeling well, and found out that something was going on that needed to be fixed. So anyway, so she says for almost a month now she's been trying to get her life back on track. She gave me some of her backstory, but in her depression gained almost 130 pounds. One of the doctors here told me that I needed to look into having weight loss surgery, and that scares me so much. All I can think about is the 14-year-old girl inside of me who lost her mama due to having weight loss and weight loss surgery. I'm scared if I have the surgery, I will die as well. I know a lot has changed over the years, but that's one of my biggest fears. I know that it can be beneficial to my life and really help me, but I can't get that out of my mind. Me trying to lose it naturally isn't or has not been working for me, and I just don't know what to do. I'm not sure if I should consider it or not. I just need to know if I'm overreacting or not, because over the years I thought about it, but seeing as though that's how I lost my mom, it's always in my thoughts. Please help me. So from what I can hear, she's asking me, should I consider or not weight loss surgery, or am I overreacting to my thoughts and my opinions about weight loss surgery? I do not see this as her asking me for medical advice. Let me just say again, I want to repeat, I am not a medical professional. I am not a physician. I always make sure that I state that all the time. I do not have any type of license for therapy, clinical psychology, none of that. My degree is in finance and business and marketing. I am not a professional, and I cannot tell you how to doctor or heal yourself. When it comes to illnesses or being sick and things like that, go to the doctor, follow the advice of your medical professional. What I can tell you is that from time to time in going to the doctor, I have personally experienced fat phobic doctors who did not give me the proper quality of care and who neglected me based on the fact that I was overweight, and they saw me as obese. They only saw the obesity, much like society does a lot. They did not separate me as an individual. They only saw African American obese. That was it. And to me, that's a form of neglect. So what my perspective on the whole situation is this. Number one, do not be afraid to seek a doctor. If you seek a doctor and you feel like they're dismissing you and they're not hearing you, find another doctor. But never give up on your care, because you deserve quality care. Hello? Are you listening to me? Hello? I know you at work, girl. I get it. But I need for you to hear me with your heart. You deserve, and I've told you this several times before, and I feel like y'all still not listening to me. You deserve quality medical care. I'm not preaching at you, but I really am interested in the conversation as it relates to medical care, medical treatment, feeling too fat for medical treatment, or like there's something there. And I want to open up the floor for us to communicate with each other, because I feel like, yes, I want to have fun and look pretty and look good and have all of these positive things, but I also too want to have very realistic conversations as it relates to health and our care, because that's the whole word. It's not just about being fat, but then no longer being fat so that way you can satisfy people's opinions of you. It's not about no longer being fat so that way people can look at you and now see you as attractive, or stop making fun of you, or whatever reasons that we feel like we want to lose weight. Or it's not about, oh, let's lose weight so we can get a man. It's about health care. Health care is wellness, and health care. Health care is taking care of yourself. Even if you are a morbidly obese person, even if you are fat, overweight, even if you gained a large amount of weight, you deserve to have proper medical treatment. And you also have to listen to your medical provider. They're making a recommendation from time to time. Their recommendation is based on bias, yes. And sometimes that can lead to neglect. But for the most part, from what I found, when you do your research, to me, Google is my friend. I Google all of my doctors. I do medical health grades. I Google them. I ask for referrals. I ask for friends. Like I have 2 people in my life that are nurses. I have nursing practitioners. I have doctor friends, but they're not medical doctors. But I try to go to them and say, hey, my doctor told me this. Does this sound right? And usually they'll say, you know what, Joy? I don't know. You may need to go see someone else. And so I go to more than one person, and not until I find someone who's telling me what I want to hear. But I will go to more than one person to make sure that the motivation behind that person is with my greatest good in mind. I cannot tell you whether or not weight loss surgery is a fit for you. I'm just going to be 100% candid with you guys. I do not want to be this weight. I don't like being overweight. I'm so tired of being afraid of every little ache and pain and, oh, my back hurts. Oh, my God, what's going on? Oh, my God, I can't sleep because I'm uncomfortable. Oh, my God, I feel like I'm judged 10 times harder than I would be simply because I'm obese. I've seen, even online with you guys, I have said something and Chris came right behind me as a thin white man, said the exact same thing I said it 10 times worse than me, and people laugh at it. And then when I say it, I get bullied. So yes, there is an element of, I don't want to be overweight anymore, and I want to lose weight, right? I don't think there's anyone in this world who has not one time or the other, when comparing themselves with other people, or felt a certain type of way about being in the body that they're in. I don't believe that. Maybe, but girl, listen, you see how I'm trying to secretly blend in? this color corrector because I feel like it was looking like this, right? Anyway, but hello, you in there? You watching? So for me, one of the most important things is to be honest and to be 1,000% transparent. I am confident. I love my body. I love who I am. I'm so blessed to be able to share my life with you guys. But the one thing that does bother me and that does concern me is that I do not want to continue to be this weight. I want to be healthy. I want to live my life in a way that I don't have limitations and restrictions. And there's a part of me that says, I'm afraid that if I lay down on a table, there's a risk with anything that you do. If you lay down on a table and you have surgery, there's going to be a risk with that. If you don't have the surgery, but you continue to live the same way and not take an active care of your health or take steps to improve your health, then it's imminent that something bad will happen. But what I want us to focus is on, what if we do something about our weight, whatever it is? What if we do something about our weight? We make changes, we get serious, we get focused. On the other side of that, how great we will feel. How great we will feel about ourselves. How great we'll have discipline. We'll have discipline that will go into another area of our life. No, let's not have a whole bunch of horror stories about, oh, I had this procedure, I had that procedure. There's people who went in for teeth cleanings who may have perished. There's always an inherent risk when you do anything, but I absolutely believe that you should always put your care, your health care, a priority. Always, period, point blank. That's my personal opinion. And I think anybody that's watching this would agree that it's super important to put your health first. Right? What does that mean to you? What does that look like to you? I think that you should get an opinion from a doctor. I think you should go to a bariatric surgery center, go to a wellness center, and talk to someone and have a conversation. Let them look over your medical records. Don't just hear someone saying, oh, you're fat. Because, see, this is the thing. It's not about whether or not you need to do something about the status of your health. I think we all need to know where our health lies, and we know how important it is for us to do something about our health. I don't think that that's the problem. I think that that's common sense, right? The issue is, I'm afraid of the unknown. I don't know what might happen if I do something about my health, and I don't know what might happen if I don't do something for my health. And then you have a traumatic experience that you've had, where it sounds like to me your experience is tied up with your weight loss. So I would recommend to anyone who's my friend, my sister, anything, I would say, please go talk to a psychologist, either you can even go to a licensed clinical social worker who is licensed to be able to give counseling. To me, a lot of times they're more affordable than a psychologist. A psychiatrist gives prescriptions. A psychologist is going to help you to understand why you think the way you think. A counselor is going to provide you the support you need to normalize your feelings, so that way you can sort things out. So you have different options. For me, I feel like mental health, weight loss, health care, mental health, all of that goes like hand in hand, right? So I really appreciate you guys listening to me. I didn't want to be in here too long, but I'm really hoping that you guys will take the time necessary to respond, because I know this is like not something like my story times where I'm laughing about different men and I'm making jokes and stuff like that. This is a little bit more serious. If you have a Dear Joy and you want to send me a Dear Joy, and you have a question, then you guys know, hit me up on Instagram at Miss Plus Amor. Please make sure that you're following me. Let me know exactly what you want your name to be. This card chat is dedicated to Kay. So if you guys want to give Kay some support and give her your opinion, definitely drop it down below. But the number one most important person in your life is you. If you cease to exist, your life is over. So you can't be here to take care of anybody else. Listen, I want to get weight loss surgery. Let's just be open and honest. I have been trying for years, and it's obvious that weight loss is not something that I am good at. It's not my strength. I'm not good at the discipline and whatever is about me, that I am overweight, and I have always been overweight. Even when I was a little girl, I was overweight. I have never been small ever one day in my life ever. Okay, never. I have been on a diet. I was on Weight Watchers and 24-hour diet and what is it called? The Sun Beach diet, whatever. When I was 8 years old, I have always wanted to lose weight. The motivations behind me wanting to lose weight were not always about my health. They may have changed. Maybe somebody broke up with me. Maybe I couldn't find a dress that I wanted to fit. Maybe it was because someone made fun of me. Maybe because I got embarrassed because I broke a chair, or I couldn't fit into a seat, or I couldn't fit into a ride, or and because someone laughed at me and made fun of me, or got on the internet and talked about my arms and my size, or said that I was weighing a lot more than I was. Like, I'm not even 400 pounds, and people, especially us, they will get on and say, oh, you're 600 pounds, you're 700 pounds. And it's like, I'm not even 400 pounds, but they try to make you seem like you're so huge and you're so different and you're so big. And then that will put you in a situation where you're in this, like, what are those things, like a gerbil or a rat race, where you're just endless circle going round and round and round, thinking that you're actually bigger than what you actually are. Just not every single person sits around thinking like my 600-pound life. That is a TV show. Even the people on my 600-pound life, if you talk to them, they will tell you the depiction of them is not really what's going on, but it's what people want to believe. So please do not, I'm saying that to say, not in defense of me, because y'all know me, I'm going to do what I do regardless. I'm saying that to say, don't let what you see and what you hear affect what you do for yourself in a negative way. Self-care is health care. At some point, when you go into the doctor, you gotta find a doctor that you trust and that you know that has your best interest at heart. If you need to go get your mammogram, go get your mammogram. If you need to go get your PEP, go get your PEP, okay? If you have something on your body that you're afraid of, you're nervous about, go get it done, because you deserve to have quality health care. And I'm going to be taking you guys on my journey, because I am considering weight loss surgery. I've told you guys this before. The only reason that I would have already been sleeved April the 23rd, 2020. I would have already been sleeved. My surgery date was April the 23rd. Wait, no. April. It was in April. But between the 20th and the 30th was the 13th. Focus, Joy. Hello. In April was 2020 was my original surgery date. Everything got canceled and shut down because of the roll. And they considered my surgery an elective surgery. So I would have had to start all over, getting everything redone. And I gave up on that. And so now I'm deciding again, okay, let me go ahead and get my weight, because I know what I need to do. Let me go ahead and start losing weight. Let me document my weight loss. Let me see. The point is, I'm going to do what I need to do for me and my health care. I'm going to take care of myself. I hate it, but I have to. And you have to too. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Again, drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts about what we're talking about. I love you guys to the moon and back. Kay, much love to you. Take care of yourself, because you deserve it. I wanna